What is up, Sandbox Junkies? My name is Zinth, and we're doing a first look at Deliver Us the Moon here on the Sandbox Junkies channel, and I'm actually having a rough morning, so I'm going to let the game talk for itself.
There was a time when resources seemed endless. But in 2030, the great energy crisis began. With hardly any resources left on our world, global powers created the World Space Agency to look beyond the Earth for answers. The answer was found in helium-3, a powerful isotope discovered in abundance on the Moon. With it, humanity could satisfy its energy demand for decades to come. And so, in 2032, mankind colonized the Moon. Spearheaded by the Lunar Council, the WSA constructed several permanent settlements to harvest and process helium-3. The resulting energy was transferred to Earth through a revolutionary energy network, the Microwave Power Transmission, or MPT. For a time, all seemed well. Then, one fateful night in 2054, the lights went out. No energy. The MPT had gone offline, and communication with the lunar colonist was lost. Without earthly resources to launch a full-scale rescue mission to the Moon, the World Space Agency was shut down permanently in 2055. But a small group of former WSA colonists refused to accept humanity's bleak future. Determined to discover the colony's fate and to restore the MPT, they've been preparing their mission in an abandoned desert launch facility. Now, in 2059, they are ready to launch an astronaut to the Moon. What awaits is unknown and unforeseeable, but the mission is clear. Deliver us the Moon.
So, a couple of things wrong with that story. One, some mystical chemical on the Moon that would power the thing. It would be a lot cheaper just to build solar arrays out in space if the Earth was covered in dust and have that generate the power back down to Earth. So the premise behind the game is wrong, but hopefully the game is good. Hopefully the game is good. I'm not going to be too critical here. I did do the first 5 seconds of the game to make sure it recorded okay. So we're going to hit new game here. I literally didn't even leave the first room you started in, so they're going to replay the opening statement here. Opening movie. If it is, I'll just skip it.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPT blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later. In other news, the recent formation of the largest dust storm on record has prompted climatologists to readjust their forecast of the equatorial desert's growth rate. As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass. Several governments have pledged support for refugees despite reports of resource shortages. The dust storm is expected to hit residential zones between the northern 49th and 50th latitude lines by late afternoon and pass over the World Space Agency's former MPT ground station in the Adirau Desert. Authorities have imposed a mandatory evacuation of the impacted areas. For countries north of the equatorial desert, temperatures are expected to be a mild 46 degrees Celsius. This was Nicole Cage for World News 1, September 16, 2059. Wishing you a safe and happy day.
And here we go. If you don't know what this game is, I believe it's just a cinematic exploration puzzle game. As movement to start here is a little rough, but that's okay. A brave astronaut ventures to the moon, his mission to explore the lunar expanse and uncover its mysteries. While the road is desolate and the hardships many, he knows he must persevere to save mankind. That looks like maybe some sort of comic book magazine, something. Anyways, interesting. I bet you this will come in handy later. So 1 is ground launch synchronage, 2 is orbital access arm, 3 is auxiliary power unit. This is the launch sequence for the command module. Huh. I'm sure we'll see another version of that at some point, I'm thinking, because if the game asks you to memorize this from one look here, it's going to be a lot harder than I thought. I'm decent at puzzle games, but I'm not the best. Anything else to look at before we get to, I'm assuming, that red button though, and the suit? Don't see anything.
Ground control to Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact.
Can we confirm
Radio
contact?
contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Okie dokie. We gotta launch before the dust storms hit, so that we must have, like, it must be an arbitrary time limit to make us feel some pressure and get the feel of the desperation of Earth.
It took us 4 years to get her ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
There's a solar panel right there. Here's the whole solar array farm. I mean, obviously the dust particles are going to clog some of the things and things, but that's why you send a solar array panel into space where it gets 100% sunlight 100% of the time. The only problem with that would be the transfer of the energy back down to Earth. But they invented that microwave thing. Well, that doesn't even sound. I don't know. I'm no scientist. No, I don't know much. So, but that just. If they would have said we have the solar array on the moon went out. I mean, the moon is geocyclically locked with Earth, so the side that faces us, we always see, and the other side is always dark. So, I mean, you'd think a solar array on the moon would be, like, ideal. So, try not to give a first impression. There's just some flaws with the story I have to point out. But so far, I mean, gameplay seems okay. It seems very cinematic and interactive, so. I wanted to read the sign. Home is where we are together. Claire Johnson. Is she not in here? MPT, End of the Age of Wires. And I'm having trouble reading that. Okay. Imagine a world free of fossil fuels and pollution. All of our energy needs satisfied in the blink of an eye. A system that can wirelessly transmit energy all over the world and beyond. This is the MPT, a microwave power transmission. In this book, MPT inventor Isaac Johnson discovered what the future might hold for the revolutionary system. Now, see, I can already imagine a world without fossil fuels. Ugh. how I don't know when this game came out. If oh hi Bob, if the new if they've did any research on the new battery systems that are going to be coming out, the new what was it? The guy who made the lithium battery is said to be testing in a laboratory a battery now that is like at least. I don't want to state a blanket fact because I don't have the article in front of me anymore. But it's way more powerful than the lithium battery and doesn't corrode as fast. I am going to say that Elizabeth Johnson might be. This looks like a one of those Japanese ancestor memorial things. So that might be an adaptation of culture or an early indication of who this person actually is. Not us. We're playing someone completely different, but Claire Johnson. Nothing over here. I like to explore in these games and see if I can't find every little thing. I'm not going to probably read every little thing. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of reading in this game. But simple things like back of magazines and stuff, I'm okay with reading. I just don't want to read entire databases. Like let's see, database. I don't want to read like all of these things. If you want to know more, I mean, so far we haven't done anything to really give a good first impression of the game. But it should be pretty cinematic and fun. It's called the elevator. Well, I mean, this whole facility is wonky as heck. So the fact that that elevator did not work just then is not surprising. I wonder how heavy the spacesuit is. I know our current spacesuit is what, like 30, 40 pounds? Our current spacesuit, not the new tech one, I don't know how heavy that one is, but the old one, the Apollos and stuff, that's pretty heavy spacesuit. So to walk around in the spacesuit already and risk a accidental snag on one of these metal pieces, it just seems irresponsible. You'd have the spacesuit closer to the launch bay if you're doing an ad hoc launch like this.
Good. I see you're on your way up to the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch.
Are we launching this ourselves? We don't have a mission control team. I mean, I know they're going to have to evacuate, but you'd think you need more than one person to launch.
Received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth. But the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPT back online.
It does have a nice little design to its art that is. Hello. It's so hard to focus on something and get the camera to look at it just right. That's cool. And I could interact with that panel. I just wanted to see if there's anything else I could interact with in here. What's this? If the power's out, use code 3548 for the door. Okay, so 3548. Let's remember that number. I have a feeling that will come in handy. Anything else we can interact with? Oh, our flashlight went out. Let me guess. 3548. Anything in here? Or at least that lights up the place a little. Just a little. Can't open here. This auto open, can I interact with that? Nope.
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
The desertification. That's a word. Don't know if it's a word in the dictionary, but it's a word. Blackout of 2054. What happened to the MPT? Life without MPT a year after the blackout. In this edition, we invite world-renowned scientists to discuss what could have caused the MPT to remain offline, what might have happened to the lunar colonists, and how humanity should move forward. If that book right there is not Voyage to the Center of the Earth, I don't know. I don't know this. Why, for some reason, when I think Voyage to the Center of the Earth, I think, astronaut, scientists, explorers, so... Fusion's research facility, backside in memoriam, Huygens malfunction of 2048. That must be... Well, that's clearly meant to represent the transfer of energy there, so it must have been an early attempt to do this? I mean... The amount of detail they're putting into the environment to help sell the story is awesome. I like that. The little Easter eggs that you find and stuff like that. Maria's broken ASE unit. One of the few survivors of the 2048 Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Oh, the cryosleep malfunction. Maria brought her damaged ASE unit back to Earth with her. She's been trying to repair her ASE in hopes of restoring holographic recording captured by the device during her time in the Huygens research facility. So not only is there it seemed to be a research facility on the moon, there's also seems that I bet you the two things are connected. We met years ago on the Person space station. I was relieved from service after the Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Remember how we talked about my broken ASE? I'm looking for a way to extract the holographic data and hoping you could help me. Yeah, I remember holographic data once through a unique hardware component. I specialize more in software. So you should reach out for a colleague like Wolf Robertson here at Pearson. He's an excellent mechanic. Ah, wrong button. Fluoxetine, antidepressant. Sophia Company, 10 milligrams. Oh. In memoriam. Those lost during the Huygens malfunction of June 10th, 2048. Don't forget everyone we've lost that day. Let's see. There's an actual sprint button. I haven't had need to sprint. There was generally not long enough path for me to feel like I needed to sprint. I'm not seeing anything here. I mean... Oh. I see what this is. Simple tutorial. Yeah, I have my flashlight on. This game is extremely dark right now. The power switch for the light. Can I hold this button so that we could see a little better in detail? I'm just holding down left click for that zoom effect. Just to make it a little better for the capture. As we get a shoulder shoved into our face. I mean, that's to the control center. I can't interact with anything here. So that's not where we gotta go. It's like everyone just up and left at mid celebration drink. I don't know. But 2-1 is a go. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, it was a celebration. Claire's office. Let's see. Evacuation notice. Please proceed outside the specific whatever that word is. Cosmodrome facility between September 15th and 16th. Everyone in and around the facility must be ready outside the building at 5 o'clock. At 0500 hours. At the rendezvous area. W. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I lost my ability to read there for a second. What's this? Is this something? Beer pong? Really? They're playing some beer pong. Oh, I see it now.
Isolate 3 plausible causes for the MPT blackout. 1, the transmitter at Pearson Space Station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we had in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us. No one else is even trying. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it. That's all we have to focus on. Go over your notes. Join us when you're ready.
All right. Causes of the blackout. Right. Secondly, it could be one of the network failures.
Cool. That was the perfect amount of time to go get another cup of coffee while that played. I saw that how much time it was going to play for, so it's like, oh, let me quickly go and get another cup of coffee. I really need it. And thanks to wireless headphones, I was able to listen as I did that. So that works out pretty nicely. can't get a second cup of coffee while streaming because my time at Porsche.
Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
Because my time at Porsche has no off time. You're always on and moving. So. I guess we reboot? Rebooting.
Calculating new storm ETA. Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
Let's see. You could tell this is a place where a person was hard at work. Look at all the coffee stains and mugs and stuff. Okay. I don't think we were supposed to do that yet. Prepare the large sequence, close both hydrogen fuel valves. Okay, so we gotta find some hydrogen fuel valves. That door's open. That's the only door in here, right? Yeah. Oh, look at all this sand built up. There's a ladder over here. That's what I thought. There would be one on the other side too. Oh! Oh, I hope that just didn't rip a hole in our suit. This is why you don't put on your suit until you're about to get into the ship. So risky to be running around out here. What if something in this wind was sharp enough to pierce through and puncture a hole in our suit? But I understand from a game standpoint, making multiple character models is hard, and I think this was developed by an indie company, so I understand the gameplay implications of wearing the suit right now. I don't. I saw that we could interact with that ladder. I'm just saying if there's anything else to interact with. Yeah, the Earth definitely looks like it's become a wasteland. They said the expansion of the equatorial desert, so which means the Earth is doomed. Whether or not we succeed in this, the Earth is doomed because of the burning of fossil fuels and whole global warming. Finding another fossil fuel, the helium H3, isn't going to save us in this game. So, though the hidden, not so hidden statement. Okay, hit E. Oh, okay, I gotta hold E to rotate. Okay, it said we only needed to do 2, so that should be fine.
Okay, the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
Okay, so back inside we go to turn that key.
Your rocket is primed. You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket and everything we've worked for.
Oh, we have a countdown timer, 1 minute and 30 seconds to get there. And this wind is actually picking up really bad. It's pushing me. I can't move as fast. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for any interactables as we move through here, but with the time limit, I'm not going to go out of my way.
What are you waiting for? We have to launch before it's too late. Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
So, I had a feeling that would come in handy. That's the same diagram we saw in our woob. So one, we need to hit the buttons, and it looks like they all need to be on. So on, and on.
Ground launch sequencer started.
And now 2 is this.
Orbital axis arm retracting. Perfect, just like we've practiced.
There we go. This one, on, off, on, off, 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 on, off. So off, on, off, 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 on, off.
Power units booting up.
That was 3, so this is 4.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm vent arm safely in place.
There we go. Number 5 is, I guess, just hitting all the dials. Although I can see they will go and turn back.
System engaged.
Initiate hydrogen burn, which is, what, number 6?
Hydrogen burn-off system activated. Rocket boosters ready for ignition. Standing by for countdown.
And
Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, start 1. We have liftoff. The rocket has entered the thermosphere. You're on your way, Fortuna 1.
we are in base. My God, it's full of stars. So I had to make a reference though to 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's pretty.
When the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago, they knew an Earth full of life. All we know today is dust. If you can bring the MPT network back online, it could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell. We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future. You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson space station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout. If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson, clear?
We need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad.
Understood. For Tuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the purple... 52nd stage of the law. Please, deliver us the moon.
Why do radios always jam when the critical information must come? And I'm really hoping she told us what to do before the game started because it would have been part of the mission protocol. Okay, let's see. We need to cut off main engine, which is number 9 here. Main engine cut off. Booster engine ready for ignition. Okay, I'm going to assume we actually have to manually proceed with this docking procedure. That's generally what this means. Okay, so WSD to move, space is up, control is down. So we need to go sideways slightly. Is Newtonian physics on? Yes, it is. So we gotta just gently tap. Then we need to go down just a little. Counteract our force of movement. Yeah, no, I'm in the green. I want to get this right. I want to be dead bullseye here. There we go. Let's move in forward and adjust as we go. Distance is closing at 81 meters, I think, a second. Is that what that means up there? It should be a nice safe speed. I didn't want to get us too forward. Just micro adjustments. Every adjustment we do when we're this close is going to be magnified. There we go. I'd say that was pretty dead bullseye. This is making me want to play Kerbal Space Program.
Ground control to Fortuna 1. You must have reached Pearson Space Station by now. The storm has severely our instruments, so we can't reach your location or receive any messages. But we can detect fluctuations in the MPT network. If you can hear this, when you reach the control center, try to find out what's wrong with the MPT connection so you can bring it back online. Good luck with that.
Ooh. Is now the question, well, I mean, the moon will have its gravitational pull here, right? So why is that? Is that just floating? Oh, we are flying. Okay, we're high enough above the moon where the gravitational influence isn't affecting us. That's a significant height. But awesome. Let's see, there's a way down, or forward, or whatever direction. We're in space. There is no correct direction. We gotta look out the observation window. Earth is looking mighty brown for the green marble in the sky. Green-blue marble in the sky. There's the antenna. One of Isaac Johnson's greatest achievements, the MPT transmitter directed the energy signal sent from the moon to Earth from 2041 until the blackout of 2054. As construction continued and Isaac's responsibilities within the WSA grew, the distance between him and his family began taking its toll. Back away. I guess we go forward versus... Oh, is this just another observation deck? It wasn't actually a down? Yeah. Kind of hard to tell because of the reflection of the light. Okay, so there's one way to go. That makes choices easier. When you have no choice. Let me guess, there's going to be artificial gravity on the other side of this airlock. Or not. Awesome. Level 0. Central hub. What's this way? Oh, I bet you we're going to need that for a puzzle. I love that we're in a space where we'll keep we should just keep moving. No, it's not true Newtonian physics. We have probably some automatic thrusters to stop us from moving too far forward. Dang. It would have been nice if it was true Newtonian physics. I mean, I think it's trying to be, but for gameplay limits, they have it auto-stop you. I like playing games where I could turn the inertial dampeners off. That's the airlock. That's that. I guess. Station power is very low. Locked. I bet you put that there. I knew we would need that. Now it's unlocked. Take whatever that was. Oh, we have O2. We have limited O2. Oxygen is depleting. I did not see that. I was too busy looking at everything else. So we need to find an oxygen tank here soon. We have 1 minute and 25 seconds. We're probably going to die because I was not paying attention to that. And now it's giving me a time limit and I can't look around. Oh, here we go. Look at all this oxygen. I don't think we could hold on to them, so we'll have to come back here. Let's figure out where we put this. Probably right here, right? This looks like a spot. Interact. Oh, that just takes it back out. So a button down here. No, we need another one. There should be another one somewhere. It might be back where we already came from. Or it could be in here. Oh no, that was oxygen. Gladly take that. Now what was right side up is now upside down. I mean, clearly those, oh, okay. Oh, I know what we're supposed to do. I figured it out. Where is it? Here it is. Watch this. Standard puzzle move. Make it where you need the thing you needed to begin with. So now I can come in here and take this. This door will stay open. Go put this in its place. Whoa, moving a little too fast. And grab that. That will shut the door, but allow us to power this other one. Like so. Which should turn this on, and we just hit reboot. Reboot. Restoring life support. Life support is online.
Life support systems online.
We no longer have to worry about oxygen. Okay, so now we have life support. Our power is still low, and the MPT network is offline. But we could go down here now. Okay. I wonder where we're supposed to go. Just making sure there was nothing else.
Expedition team, do you copy?
Copy, Control. We're all set. Ready for descent.
The MPT network is still down, so expect the lights to go out as you descend towards Copernicus.
Thanks for the heads up, Pearson.
Remember, Sarah, our oxygen here in the station is limited. After arriving, you'll have 40 minutes to find out what caused the blackout and bring our MPT network back online. If you're not back by then, we'll have to evacuate without you.
We hear you, Control. Rolf, you ready?
I am. And don't worry, Control. It's probably just a glitch. We'll be back before you know it.
Let's find out how they've been holding up down there. Alex, commence descent protocol.
All systems go. Descent in 3, 2, 1. Descent engaged. Godspeed.
So they were trying to repair it, but something went wrong. That's why we are here. Nice that they left audio recordings for us, though. So, main hall, council living, council offices, maintenance, MPT control, crew quarters, vehicle bay, and monorail. So this must be the descent module. And I have a feeling we're going to need to power this on. Probably by pulling some sort of high voltage cabling through an opening to charge it. That's where we came in here from. So let's go to this other side. Or is this where we came in here from? This is where we came in here from. Space elevator. Can I interact with this? Cool. I have a feeling we needed to, we're going to need to do that to some of these at some point when we start getting peppered with meteorites or something. Because that happens in these type of games. That's solid. Turn off our flashlight so it can recharge. Let's go through here. Nice details here. These handrails are to pull you along if you were actually in space. You could use them like just to pull you along. If I could remember names of things, I would tell you what they reminded me of. Is there anything in here? Coal. Crew quarters. That's locked. Sleep quarters. Oh, this is left open. Hello. Hello. After the cryosleep generators in the Huygens research facility malfunctioned in 2048, Maria's search for answers led her to investigate what remained of the machine. Unable to determine the exact cause of the malfunction, she sent this fragment to Pearson space station mechanic. Sorry, she sent this fragment to Pearson space station's mechanic. There should be an S at the end of stations. Mechanic Wolf Robertson for assessment. That's what threw me off in reading that. I'm not going to read this. Sorry. I don't think there would be anything there. The astronaut dodged into a run-down space station on his way to the moon. In it, he discovers dues of an old friend. Convinced that they may still be alive on the moon, he doubles his effort to reactivate the space elevator in a race against time. Are we living this comic? Fire extinguisher would be very handy to have as a propulsion system here in space. A beautiful blue pole. Yeah. About that. Okay, let's go to where we actually needed to go. Actually, maintenance saves lives. Never go out with go out something your side. ASC by your side. Without an ASC by your side. Okay. It's just an acronym and I was trying to read it as an actual word. Microwave power transmissions. Maintenance can save your life.
buddy. Almost there. We'll touch up your paint job later, don't worry.
Are you ready to go? We've almost got the elevator running again.
Yeah, just patching up Alex before we head down.
Are you bringing that thing along?
Of course. We'll need all the help we can get. Besides, you wouldn't have made it to that airlock if it hadn't been for him. This MPT blackout can't be just a glitch, Rolf. Everything is still dark down there. Last time there was an outage. Did you hear the message from Earth?
No. What did they say?
They can't even send ships up here anymore without the MPT. It's crazy, right? We're the only ones able to investigate the blackout.
Sarah, we need to get you guys down to the surface ASAP. We don't have much time.
Okay, let's go.
Again, very handy they left messages behind. There's something about a stringed instrument playing in space that just is soothing. It's like a Rebel Galaxy or anything like that. Danger, electrical shock risk. But I can't actually put that in anywhere. We can't take that with us. The MPT is still offline. What's going on? Backup power is finally running up here at the station, and we're repairing the person's elevator to take us down to the Copernicus Moon Hub to provide any assistance you might need to bring the MPT back online. We're coming. Please be safe. Sarah Baker. Again, wrong button. Those holographic keyboard displays? It might be. Kind of cool. I think it's just a sheet of glass with the keyboards on it, which is technology I think we have now, actually, if you are into non-mechanical keyboards. That's kind of cool. Don't think they're very good for gaming. I'm sure the input lag is real. And the feel, I can't really do touchscreens because I miss the feel of the actual buttons. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Reminder. They have changed the code again. New code 2539. And let me guess. 2539. Diagnose. Person space station MPT transmitter and receiver offline. Connection to MPT not established. Contact Moonbase. No connection with Moon Hub. Yeah, we pretty much knew all this though. Let's see. The fact that they had wheeled stuff and stuff clearly has floated off tells me they had artificial gravity up here at some point. Onion ring, research and development. Which means this wing probably spun in such a way to simulate some semblance of gravity. Let's see. Feature checklist. Oh, I didn't mean to tap it. This is going to be harder to read. ASE remote control update. ASE human behavior update. Robot arm software. Ask Wolf for answers on Maria's message. Hologram playback is not a thing, and space elevator weekly maintenance has not been checked off. Dishes on Tuesday. In the past few months, my team and I have encountered problems with construction material shipments. We were supposed to be finished with the Orion ring by now, but again, we've missed our milestone due to shipments being repeatedly cancelled. When can we expect the Lunar Council to approve further shipments? The Lunar Council have decided to shift resources priority around because of a new construction on the moon. For the time being, I recommend you make do with what you have. We all do down here. I'm sensing hostility already from the moon to the what was it, MBT or MVT? New construction. Is the Huygens facility finally being repaired? It's about time that place opened up again. There's too much knowledge buried though since the cryosleep malfunction. Suffice to say that while the construction project is classified, it doesn't concern the Huygens. Access to the Huygens research facility remains restricted until further notice. Something is definitely going on. That is for sure. Begin at object class. Script, blueprint, graph. You know what this code here reminds me of? It almost reminds me of some Python, which is actually probably true. Never go out without your ASE by your side. Can we open this? No. I know we were going over our hour mark. We'll just find a good place to stop at some point. And now I'm just really enjoying exploring the game, so. Evacuation procedure. In case of emergency, please pay attention to the following guidelines. I can't read the rest of that. Travel to the moon hub, full elevator lockdown. You have some time before departure. Okay. Some extra spacesuits. So 2 of the spacesuits are gone. Those are the 2 that went down, but where's the other guy? Those 3 guys up here. 3 people. Running default program. I could cut the airlock, but should I? I mean, why not? We're probably going to need to do this at some point anyways. Okay, airlock was cut. Oxygen is now beginning to deplete. Let's collect that. Oh, sweet. We now have a suit modification. And left mouse button to cut. I don't like that it zooms in when I do that. Bonk. No gravity is fun. Okay, that's oxygen. We don't quite need oxygen right this second, and I don't want it to go floating off into space. Let's See what else we can do. Lasers in space. One problem with lasers in space is those, unless it hits something to start deflecting the light, it will just go on forever. As light does. Cut in case of emergency, so there's some more O2.
We're still not reading anything from the MPT. Is everything under control up there?
There's enough oxygen around that I'm actually not too worried. So the next one we see we might want to open. But we're about to go back and do those life support, so don't need to open it now.
Assembling Section 3C now.
Copy that. Do you think we'll finish construction anytime soon?
Was the council claiming more supplies each week? I doubt it. I'm surprised we got this past MacArthur in the first place.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm getting strange readings here from the lunar surface. Are you seeing anything?
Just wrapping up. What the hell? All the lights are shutting down.
Are you alright, Rolf? What just
I
happened?
can't see a thing. Everything is dark out here.
We lost power from the MPT. The whole station is down. Can you find your way back to the airlock?
Negative. I don't have a visual.
Right, I'm sending Alex to block the airlock doors. Do you see him?
I see his flashlight. Heading back to the airlock. What's going on? Everything on the surface is dark.
Rolf, not now. What's your ETA?
10 seconds.
Make it faster. Once the airlock seals, you'll be locked out. Alex is blocking the door for you, but he can't hold it much longer.
Well, at least we know Alex makes it back in due to the other recordings. Sorry, I had to hit the space helmet there. I love messing with no gravity. Oop, pin. Bye, pin. Save our battery for our flashlight. As we silently go through this maze of messiness. Though operational, the Pearson station was never completed. Sarah and Wolf oversaw construction of the final wing until Lunar Council member MacArthur suspended shipments of material, such as this panel, diverting all resources to a classified project on the moon. Let's see. So, station power is still very low. I think that's what we're working on now. Cut in case of emergency. I have a feeling we're going to have to come through here. We can't go through here yet because the power is still on. Go through here. This is when your knowledge of rotational momentum comes in handy. Ow. Oh, what do we do here? I thought we were going to be... Ah, right here. That's the power. There we go. Now all the power is cut. We could just safely fly through here. And we could go back through that hole. Assuming we could fit without getting our suit caught on the wire. Ooh, those water. Why isn't it actually interacting with us? I mean, this is cool, it's how water is in space, but normally when you touch it, it should... Oh well. Our objective, provide power to the station's rotation engine, which will provide us artificial gravity. Takes the power cell from there. We need 3 more. Or do we need to put them in the right order? Oh wait, we could turn this one. Do we have to cut all the way through to a power cell? Do we see one? I'm not seeing a power cell in there. Oh, maybe right down there. Yeah, okay. So, yep, we gotta cut our way through. Because this isn't going to damage the station at all. I'm going to try to just cut bare minimum here. Can I fit through here? No. Do I have to cut this one? It won't let me fit. So close yet so far. Dang you, I cut the wrong ones. Silly maze. That's a fun way to do a maze though. I wasn't thinking of a maze when I solved this so otherwise I would have tried to solve it before we moved into here. Yeah, we're taking power away from life support to provide gravitational support. That makes sense. We could just fly around. Whatever. Oh, hello. We can't touch any of the bars or we will die, which, you know, this is easy.
Life support energy supply at 20%.
20% life support. Yay! Let's see. I guess we just need to cut any of these. Get in there. Cut this one. Ow. Oh, using the laser apparently propels you just a little bit. I did not foresee that.
Life support energy supply critical.
Yeah, because it should be at, what, 5% or less? But that's okay, because now we have gravity! Which way is upright? This way? Yeah.
Power fully redirected from life support to rotation engine. Access control center to activate engine. Life support failing.
I mean, why do we need artificial gravity to get... They just want to make it more intense by needing oxygen all the time.
Life support shutting
That
down.
is all.
Oxygen reserves low. Life support offline.
Oh, I know why we need the rotation. The rotation will allow us to pull the gravity, space elevator down to the moon. We need the control center. Where would that be? Maybe on the other side of this? We can't enter here anymore. It looks like we can enter over here. Is this where we came from? Just gotta make sure that's not... I think that's where we came from. Yeah, I'm 90% sure that's where we came from. So we gotta figure out a way to get into one of these places. Unless it shut the moment we came in here. Oh, this is the only way to go. Let's do it.
Life support offline. Oxygen reserves nearly exhausted.
That's the sleep quarters, food quarters. Yeah, we're back here. Control center. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Activate rotation engine. Activating the rotation engine. Rotation engine activated. Base elevator online. Oh snap. But I think this is a good cliffhanger to leave it at. We'll come back to this another day. I was really enjoying this, so until next time, have fun, good luck, and we are dead. Bye all.